Welcome everyone. I'm Councillor Hugh Mason, Cabinet Member for Planning Policy and City Development. Please be assured that we have put the appropriate cleansing and social distancing measures in place to ensure that this meeting is undertaken in a COVID-secure manner. Limited public seating has been made available, and this has been allocated in such a way that all present are aware of the COVID-secure protocols in place. This meeting is also being webcast to allow the public to attend remotely if they so wish. Please be advised that the public seating area is not in view of the camera used to webcast this meeting. Can I ask members to remain seated throughout the duration of the meeting? Can I please ask members to remain seated during the duration of the meeting and wear a face covering unless seated? That sounds like a repetition, but there we are. Housekeeping, safety information. If the continuous fire alarm sounds, please evacuate the room and the public gallery by the stairwells. Do not attempt to use the lifts. Please assemble at Queen Victoria's statue in front of the civic offices. In order to comply with the Guildhall Trust Fire Marshal regulations, anyone who signed in at the Guildhall reception desk should sign out when leaving the building at the end of today's meeting. Live web streaming. May I draw everyone's attention to the fact that this meeting will be live streamed. Everyone speaking will be on camera. Members of the press and public are also permitted to record the meeting on the understanding that it neither disrupts the meeting nor records those stating explicitly that they do not wish to be recorded. Please can everyone use the microphones and remember to switch them off when they have finished. Introductions can then be made around the table, and I think there is only one member here.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Judith Smythe. I'm a councillor for St Jude Ward.
Thank you. We have apologies for absence from Councillor Ryan Brent. His partner has tested positive for COVID-19, and so he is required to self-isolate. We hope that all will be well, and if Councillor Ryan Brent is watching, if there are any comments you wish to make, phone them in to me on my mobile. Next, declarations of members' interests. Do you have any interests?
No interest, Chair, thank you.
Right. We then come to the main item for today's meeting. Coastal Partnership, Chichester District Council request to join the Coastal Partners. I would ask Guy Mason, who is the Coastal Highways and Drainage Team Manager, to introduce this item.
Thank you, Councillor. The item is simply asking for permission for incorporation of Chichester District Council into the Coastal Partners, which makes sense both geographically and from a resilience perspective for the partners, as they'll cover a wider geographical area, as well as have more staff through 2P into Havant. There are no financial commitments or extra commitments as a result of this work, or legal implications that we're aware of.
Thank you. Questions? Councillor Smythe.
Thank you, Chair. In general, I'm in favour of this, but I would just like reassurance that the people we're taking in from Chichester District Council have got appropriate skills and are going to enhance the team rather than being any sort of drag on the team, please.
Thank you, Councillor Smythe. The two officers are already dealing with coastal matters at Chichester District Council and have already been interviewed informally by Lar Cairns, the partners manager.
With the successful outcome, was that successful, that process?
There won't be any 2P arrangements, obviously, until we agree between ourselves that this is a good idea. But Lyle, I believe, was happy with the competencies of the officers involved.
Thank you.
A question from me concerning the area which is being brought in to our consideration. Are there any major projects which are currently underway in the Chichester District Council area which are relevant?
Thank you, Councillor. There are no major projects or proposed schemes within the Chichester area at the moment, although I would expect the coastal partners to maximise opportunities for granting aid funding or for submissions to local levy from the Regional Flood and Coastal Committee, if appropriate.
Right, thank you very much. If there are no other questions, I will ask Councillor Smythe whether she is happy with this.
Thank you, Chair. I'm happy with this.
Councillor Brent is happy with this, and so I will just read the recommendation that the portfolio holder approves the extension of the Coastal Partnership to include Chichester District Council as a member. It notes that the head of the Coastal Partnership continues to discuss and explore with other local authorities in Hampshire and the Isle of Wight whether there is mutual benefit of extending the Coastal Partnership further should the opportunity arise, and delegates authority to the Director of Regeneration, following consultation with the Executive Member for Planning Policy and City Development, to enter into a Section 113 Local Government Act Shared Service Agreement between Fareham Borough Council, Havant Borough Council, Portsmouth City Council, Gosport Borough Council and Chichester District Council. And the portfolio holder approves that. That then concludes the formal business of this meeting. Ian has come along to address us in an informal matter, and if you wish to stay, Guy, you are welcome to stay.
Thank you, Councillor. I'll stay.
Good.